Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Execration. Took their sweet time with the first couple of bans, already burning through half the reserve time. Waiting a little bit with actually cutting to the draft, but anyway, here we are. Game number 2, Execration did win game number 1 up against the Naga draft, which didn't really get going, didn't have enough time. Moogle just bled way too much. Execration ended up 34k net worth lead in a 32-minute game, so everything as you would expect from the TI attending team. My name is dragondrop. I'm joined by Neph. How's it going?
Hey man, pretty good. Looks like they got pretty frustrated with the Venomancer, if anything though. Banned that out first this time.
I mean, it's, if nothing else, it's an annoying hero to deal with, regardless of whether you win against it or not, isn't it?
Yeah, it's extremely strong here on this patch, again, in any role, so.
There's the pack that Execration has been running a lot. It's been banned out in the first phase last time around. But not this time, so straight up picked. One of the most banned heroes against them in overall in the last couple of months. They've run it 23 times in the last 3 months with a 65% win rate, so
5 seconds remaining.
already, just based on stats, not a good sign for Moogle. So how do they deal with this now? What kind of draft do you think they should go for?
Earth Spirit. I'm 100% behind Earth Spirit. Roll in and pull him to silence and then kick the poor weak dragon to the ground.
They're pretty good. Now though they go for the other textbook counter in the disruptor.
I'm just an Earth Spirit fan.
It's your kind of hero.
Yeah.
I'd still see it. Disruptor is a 5 position.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Disruptor.
5
Taking a little bit
seconds
to
remaining.
Faceless Void. It's pretty good to go with it.
Execration's turn to pick.
You have the combo potential. Either way, right? Either you catch someone with Static Storm, then follow up with the Chronosphere, or vice versa, or if you need that damage desperately, then you just throw them down together.
Bold move, double
10
disable.
seconds remaining. 5
Not sure about
seconds
picking it
remaining.
though. Now you still have some ways to play around. Either pick up a lot of control, tanking definitely helps out with that. Hack is also pretty decent void, I guess, with the burst damage and silence.
Yeah, I can jump on him pretty quickly and kill him. Same goes for Sand King, but Faceless Void is a pretty safe pick overall. Very strong hero in this patch and goes well with a lot of things.
Execration's turn
Wonder what kind of
to ban.
combos they want to pick up with that beyond the disruptor.
I'm not sure at this point. Might see something like an Invoker in the mid lane. That'd be interesting to see.
Oh yeah,
Sunstrike fuel inside the
10
Chronosphere.
seconds
Be
remaining.
very good against Puck, just Chrono, Sunstrike.
Yeah.
Kill.
5 seconds remaining.
Probably also thinking about along these same lines, so I might just ban it out. I mean, other like classic combos would be like the Witch Doctor again. Don't think they really have room for it with the disruptor already picked up. Other than that, really any ranged hero, but Moogle even banned out the draw range themselves. So also would have been an option for Execration, I suppose, with the Puck already on the field.
I mean, Puck becomes very scary with that precision aura damage. Very dominant mid lane hero. Sand King here. They have pretty good pick-off potential. I think they'll continue on with that in
10
later phases of the
seconds
draft, but
remaining.
again, it's taking them forever to ban out heroes. For some reason, they have 8 seconds of reserve time left, and they've used most of it deciding their bans.
At least that means that going forward we won't have to wait as long. As they just want to let it time out, not ban anything else, and just random the rest of the heroes. But I
10
somehow don't think that Execration is that bold.
This is how easy it is for us guys. We'll just random all of our heroes.
Yeah. Oh shit though, I played Battle Cup once, and
Execration's turn to ban.
our drafter didn't look at the time, and we ended up randoming a Phantom Lance and won the game with it. Hilarious. So sometimes the Dota gods can help you out in that way.
Was it everything can work?
I actually love Phantom Lance on this patch.
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
he's underrated, I think.
Wait, what hero?
5
Phantom Lancer.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
maybe not in pro games, but at least in pubs.
Yeah, you picked him a few times when I've been playing with you.
Reserve time.
Yep.
Games went pretty solidly, if I remember.
One of these, this is my kind of hero, right? You just farm a little bit in the early game, you just do your own thing, and then at some point you just come out, kill everybody. Like, we like playing those heroes, like the Anti-Mage, Spectre, Phantomancer, Luna as well, to some degree. A little bit Mike. It's a lot of fun, it's very effective.
With Luna.
As far as this game's concerned, probably not gonna see any of those.
Imber spirit.
But okay.
Execration's turn to pick.
Could be mid laner. Unlikely, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, where else are they going to be able to put it? At this point, they've got the Faceless Void. They could run it safe lane
10
and
seconds
Faceless Void
remaining.
off lane, but I don't think that's going to happen.
5 seconds remaining.
Not sure if Faces Void offlane is really something you can afford these days.
Radiant team
Really, not even if you pair with something very strong.
Maybe. Like, the thing is, I think he needs farm really to be as effective as he can be and not just be an ultimate monster. Because that Chronosphere is on a very long cooldown, so you need to be able to farm in between, you need to be able to
10 seconds remaining.
like be on a straight and arrow when it comes to item progression.
5 seconds.
Otherwise, like if you're just a Chronosphere, then
Reserve time.
the 110-second cooldown, even at level 3. It's the same problem that the Titan also has. Why we don't see him all that often.
Oracle coming out. Purge off the Flame Guard.
Yep. But of Flame Guard, save anyone who's caught with the Disruptor Faces Void combo kind of thing. Or at least delay their death.
I wonder if they'll pick with the Oracle, probably something that does very well with False Promise. Is this where we see the fabled Huskar?
I don't think Execration ran Huskar.
Oh, come on, man, you gotta believe.
I want to believe, trust me. But at the same time, not really. I think OD might even be more more likely. Even though the last time they've run it was 2 months ago, so maybe not.
Turn to pick.
I mean, it's banned, so
That too, yeah.
yeah. It's their hard-earned ban time.
Thing is, Oracle, if you don't have one of these kind of crazy combos with it, to just save someone who just can do so much with that
5 seconds
that
remaining.
extra time, it's normally too squishy to continue these kind of brawls.
Reserve time.
What else do you really get out of the Oracle? Can you just pick him in a vacuum and, oh yeah, you're 5-position saving supports, then get enough out of it?
Yeah. Lifesteal is picked up here, though. It looks like they're going to have a
10
very
seconds
brawly
remaining.
team on both sides. Once again, got the Night Stalker, Ember Disruptor
5
on one side,
seconds remaining.
and Sand King, Oracle Puck on the other. Those are both all heroes that want to fight early on.
Execration's turn to ban.
So we get to see a lot of clashes again this game.
Yep. Try and get my observer fingers ready. Try and not miss any kills. Of course, now I jinxed
10
myself, so
seconds remaining.
God damn it, Neff. I blame you for not
Curse.
keeping me from jinxing myself, so
5 seconds remaining.
what co-casters are for, I guess.
All right. They're going through the reserve time in the last ban once again.
God damn it. They could easily just let this lapse, but they're taking out the Luna. I wouldn't have been a worse pick now for a safe lane, as now more and more like a face void lane. Maybe? I don't know. It'll be a Night Stalker offlane, even though I don't like it as much.
Can that hero even be offlane? Especially against this lineup, doesn't Sand King and Lifestealer just sort of hit him and then he dies?
Dragon Knight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Dragon Knight, though.
It's an offline puck.
This hero got popular really quickly, didn't he?
You say that, yeah. I came
I
in.
feel like he came out of nowhere and then he started getting picked a lot.
Also interesting pick. So Moogle, very ultimate reliant actually. That Enigma pick. Quite greedy as well. Is this an offlane Enigma? Or is this just greedy jungle? Miracle picking it up? Question mark?
Gotta be offlane, right?
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 Dafa was playing the offlane clock last time around. So he picked up the Night Stalker. Yeah, they must switch. Come on, unless they're switching up roles. Crazy, because Barry picked up the Faces Void, but he was the Witch Doctor last game.
Maybe they just enjoy messing with us.
Probably, yeah. They've been casting a lot of SEA Dota, and once again, this team in this configuration only played the TI qualifiers previous to this particular tournament, so not a whole lot to go on for me outside of Moogle.
I don't know, maybe we'll see Miracle breaking the meta with mid Enigma.
Yeah.
But probably
for the longest time, offlane Enigma was kind of what? But does work reasonably well with the side jungle. You just bounce back and forth between the lane, stay safe.
So who's your favorite to win this game?
I want to give it to Execration just because I understand the lineup a little bit better.
My friend told me to bet on Miracle, so.
Okay. Well, they haven't bought too many extra tower levels. You know, they did change one of their accounts, didn't they? Because last time one of their players didn't have a compendium.
And one of them had a donkey, which was just disgusting. Looks like they have courier now.
Alright. They are changing roles. Miracle on Enigma. He has boots, so that's not a jungle Enigma. Bigs on the Ember Spirit, who is going mid. MS. Tangos.
You seem confused.
Just a little bit.
I actually like that players these days are good enough to play in different roles, like all of a sudden in competitive matches.
Very valuable to have. I mean, it's not just throwing us off, but might just throw Execration off as well. But yeah, Safeland Void, that part is alright. Raptor helping out, but Execration setting up a bit of an aggressive lane here perhaps between Lifestealer, Oracle and Blumik. They're definitely invading the jungle right now, and Poloson, well, he cannot contest this whatsoever. That's 3 bounty runes going in favor of Execration once again.
Well, not really much they could do there.
Potato. Safe lane pack now as a result. So yeah, similar configuration to last game as far as they're concerned.
Right, these were not the lanes you were expecting, were they?
Not necessarily, no. How do you see them working out? I mean, middle lane could be just a farm fest, really. Unless there's some rotations coming through Lumik, but even then, Burst Strike. Not gonna be enough to really kill them.
Do you really kill the Dragonite with Sand King? Maybe? Just because there's so much magical damage out of the Ember Spirit, but it's not until both of them have a few levels, so right now him running mid is essentially useless.
I think once you have like 3 points or so onto Breathe Fire, and maybe you just time out the Flame Guard, maybe you can get a kill on Ember Spirit, but yeah, not right now. Until someone find these levels, and now Raging Potato, well, oh wow, he actually went face level 1. Doesn't have an ult to fly out, so that trial in here. Spilling first blood on the puck. Not a great start.
Truly unfortunate. Do we know why he went face shift level 1? Was he trying to dodge autos from the Disruptor or something?
I guess, yeah. I don't think he necessarily expected this many heroes he up against him.
Even so.
Well, definitely hurt him. He is level 2 now. Lumik also has a Burst Strike available. Barry plus level 2 and has Time Walk as well, so they had an opening, kind of gone now. It is used aggressively. Lumik being kept track of with the kinetic field now as well. Poloson might just try to right clicks here, but the bash comes through. Getting themselves the extra kill, and well, Poloson juking and jiving. So far so good, but once the vision is there, he will die.
Come on, Time Lord.
What level 1's it? Like 10%?
Radiant's bottom
Another burst strike! Another time walk. Should be fine, maybe? Oh well. Interesting how this lane turns out, but Night Stalker level 2 now as well. 2.5 minutes in, not the worst timing. Join the party and try and trade. First strike actually on the Disruptor, very far forward. This damage from the park is actually nothing to scoff at. Poloson though will be helped out by the rest of his team, and now, well, using the orb aggressively like this means that you can't use it to defend yourself, but he's gonna get the kill. He doesn't want to get out, he just wants to raid through them. Get some more kills, but now he will die for it. More than likely.
He's gonna kill the Void. He's gonna kill the Void.
Lumik with the burst strike, yeah he is! God damn it! You call it. Raging Potato with the plays.
Oh, what a guy.
Sort of reminds me of the, these Gabby plays from the puck that Odie Pixel went crazy about.
Don't mind me.
Yeah,
To a point, to a point where he just forgot how to cast and just repeated Gabby, 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 Gabby all the time.
That's what I was defaulting to last game.
Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of crazy games. Middle lane is expected, bit of a farm fest. Slight advantage for James at this point. Because the creepers are now hitting the Ember Spirit. This is pretty even down bottom, so well. Nando's getting pretty much
Just
complete
waiting
free
for
farm,
me.
yeah.
I'll take your tribute.
So,
Haste!
This is where he comes out and he's gonna try and find some kills, I believe. It would have been better. Like, do you think it would have been better to get 1 point in Crippling Fear instead of just going 2 into Void? Or
it's consideration.
especially against a puck.
If you want to go on the park, you definitely want that silence, and I've seen it before. But, well, other than that, you really want to have that second point into the void, if you can help it. Super useful for these kind of kills, because it scales extremely well in the damage department.
Yeah, I just see it as being pretty useful for, again, a lot of heroes on the enemy team. Sand King, Puck, Leaf Stealer, all. Won't be much of an issue if it picks up this 4 pretty quickly.
Endo just runs straight into the Disruptor Rage. Probably not gonna last long enough. Poloson almost gets blocked in by the range creep there. That would have been disastrous. I mean, this is kind of the craziest part about this game, actually. Just the fact that this the safe lane for the Radiant side has to be abandoned like this. I mean, how often do you see that?
I don't know, probably as often as safe lane carry Enigma.
Yeah. Are you taking that over now? So it's a bit of a better matchup against Lifesteal, you could say, but Nando's 2 levels ahead, so I'm not even sure that's the case. One right at him. All the time modes, the bashes. Mid lane though, that's a bit of a more interesting fight. RR dropping lower here as Chibix makes the move forward together with Darfa. Trying to trade for the Disruptor, but he'll be absolutely fine with the heals coming through now from Purifying Flames. Lumik, it's a little bit too late, couldn't get the burst strike in. So, good trade for Moogle.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to split up from... Okay. Alright.
Well, it's bit of a very
Okay.
strong reaction to the way this mid lane fight has been going. Don't think you need to rage quit off of it. Wasn't kidding. Sure, there's some sort of technical issue, but yeah.
Haha, yeah, I'm sure.
Few people using your chance to reconnect.
But let's see, Ember Spirit here, he's got 2 remnants up. These people are gonna have to run from mid immediately, or they're just gonna run straight back into them and then kill them. It's still nighttime, they have all their spells, and Dragon Knight is woefully low on mana.
Dragon Knight, technically a very tanky hero, but if he gets slowed down, if he gets back, he'll still be right clicked down very easily.
Yeah. I don't know how long this is paused for. As you have to explain to me what the rule is for at what point you start to
I have
go
no idea,
into
dude.
first person and then
Oh yeah.
look at the cosmetics. You know?
Like, normally what we do is we just run to the lane, see where they're at, then we look at effigies. I don't think we're quite there just yet. So, let's look at the pack here. With Barry rotating out, Raging Potato should have a better time here, shouldn't he? I mean, he already has Face Boots now, level 6. When do you expect him to become more active?
If he's level 6, I imagine him becoming pretty active immediately. He's got Circlet infused. Looks like he wants to build a Veil first. If they're gonna let him free farm, I'm sure he's just gonna free farm. He's a large part of the damage and gank burst onto the enemy team. He needs to be the one to jump onto the void and kill the void right away, so he needs to have enough levels in farm to be able to do that.
Or we're starting to put these
yeah.
extra points in a Waning Rift. That end, because silence is also invaluable. Prevent any sort of time marks from coming off and make sure that damage actually sticks. And faces void.
Yeah, so that's probably his goal there. As bottom goes, Lifestealer's been having time in his life. Actually, it doesn't look like it. Are any items in the courier? Should he have a little bit more farm than this? I guess he isn't as easy of a lane as we thought he did.
Well, it's only 6 minutes in, so he's sitting at the top of the net both chart. I think he's in good path.
Yeah, just a little bit, man. It's not as good as like a. Alright, they're flaming me.
I don't think they can hear you in game, so I don't think these
They can
words are
definitely
directed
hear
at you.
me.
Make me paranoid, man. There used to be a bug like this where teams could hear the casters.
It's not just you can enable a command to hear all chat. Both teams can hear each other's, and they can hear casters as well.
Not really.
Yeah, it's what people do for some in-houses that will not be named.
You have to have cheats on for that, though, don't you? If that's the thing.
No.
Also, I think. Okay, now then I think you're messing with me. Don't believe you at all. But yeah, anyway, the game's back. We're back here into the fight. Middle lane has been
Radiant's top tower is under
retreated from here as far as Execration is concerned. Now Darth are looking for other targets down bottom. Not the easiest kill to get. We do have the silence though, also useful up against the Lifestealer. Oh god, what?
Surprise!
Oh, they get the sinking mid. Okay.
They didn't back off. That's what we were talking about before the game got paused. We got distracted by me lying to you about voice chat.
Not falling for it. Not falling for it, Neff. Not this time. Alright.
Oh, well, I'll show it to you after the game. Looks like I'm gonna try and get this face. No, nothing really happening right now. Just a boring exchange mid.
Void is a very hard kill for these heroes. Middle lane, well, it's also very hard kill to point up a Dragon's Blood for Dragon Knight. The Ember Spirit going on him. That's one just farming up. Yeah, which team do you think that actually favors Game Miracle? It gets coiled up top. Raging Potato, well, has some spells to throw out. He should be able to get the kill with one more right click, and he will. And now he signs up, slowed down. Dafa, does he have the power? Pay the bills, and he does indeed. Gets the counter kill. Meanwhile, Face's Void does end up going down with the help of Lumic. That extra power, they do kill him.
I'm surprised the Faceless Void got picked off right there.
are fortified.
It's not been very easy, but
Super low level.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nando isn't. And yeah, to put up with Purifying Flames, not as crazy as it will be in the next couple of minutes once he levels up a little bit more.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But it does do its part. Pushing down hero like a void. So who do you think this favors more? I mean, just
Radiant's
notwithstanding the kills, just the general slow pace of the game.
slow pace of the game, I think the team with Faceless Void comes out ahead. The the Dire team here wants to be quick-paced. They want to get items up on Puck. They want to jump at people with Lifestealer, get picks off with Sand King. Other team is quite comfortable sitting back and farming, getting whatever they need on the Ember Spirit and the Void, and have the constant threat of Black Hole to scare them off from trying to take any engagements on them.
So you think Raging Potato will go straight for Blink, rather than just stop for a Veil?
At this point, I have no idea. It depends on what the timing of the Lifestealer's items are going to be.
Good Dragon Knight.
Rune of haste.
James gets glimpsed back to base, but meanwhile down bottom, Lumic. He is Invis, but he takes the damage from the Flame Guard, and now being bursted down a little bit more. Force the burst strike to the low ground. He should be fine though. It is daytime. Staffa not nearly as effective, even with the face boots. Can't quite catch up, but well, Chibix, a bit of a different story with the haste rune. Will be able to keep track and get an easy kill.
Did miss the chains there though. Sick jukes by Sand King.
So, gotta try what you can, I guess. Top lane, follows on almost level 6, so that's a nice little benchmark to hit. Turn things around here. They have the Chronosphere available now, and they're gonna use it straight off the bat. TP in right on top of Lifestealer. One of the more tanky targets here, but Poloson just got his own level 6 to follow it up with. Now with Chibix roaming in. That's exactly the combo that we were talking about. Only on one hero, but it is effective.
Take it. To get you ahead, it's not so bad, and they still have Black Hole if they want to take a team fight.
At this point, you have to throw these out on the highest, one of the higher farming heroes, try and catch up. Because once again, just like last game, Execration have all their 3 cores ahead. Now James might be next one on the target list. Caught with the kinetic field, decides to turn and fight. They have RR behind him, but on level 4 doesn't have that ultimate to throw out just yet. Limited amount that he can do to try and help. He budget the Flame Guard, Stick Charges come through to sound the Dragon Knight. Now the chains on both of them, but he's just way too tanky with the raindrops as well taken out. And now Chibix, well, caught with stuns, caught with the coil way too far forward. Also finished up the disruptor in the end. So yeah, it's Dragon Knight doing it right.
Yeah, it's a really good counterplay by that team there. The Oracle there purged the Flame Guard off of the Ember Spirit, and that made things a whole lot easier.
Yeah. I think if you have that Flame Guard still, or maybe even take out the Dragon Knight, but as it stands. Oh god, just run straight through Eidolons? Well, Nando might actually... Oh. So close to dying there. So close.
Does not look like Miracle is having a good time this game though. It's a little bit weird to me why they decided to draft in this way, but I'm sure they have something in mind.
I hope they do, but going back for Midas, well, that's the park being glimpsed back across to the other side of the Static Storm, so a bit unfortunate. Getting the timing quite right. It seems like Execration are just a step ahead right now. Moogle, they feel like they're too slow. I mean, they also have an Ember Spirit. They have these ultimates. Enigma used the Black Hole earlier, solo up against the Lifestealer at bottom super low. Forced him to use Infest and everything, but it's no tangible benefit really if you don't get the kill.
Yeah, at this point, Moogle is being forced to use so much just to get pickoffs on the enemy team, and these other guys are laughing. If they don't commit so much onto just one hero, the enemies aren't going to die. They're just going to get saved by the Sand King, they're going to get saved by the Oracle, and going to fall further behind. It's only going to get worse. So
the blink freshly completed with a Raging Potato, instant smoke up. When you're all that trash, he's already having another 1k gold to work with, and this is a bit of a bait from Sand King. They realize that though the silence, the slows, he's tanking quite a bit, but now there it is, Puck coming through, coil on 2, fall out there onto Face's Void, they're trying to burst him down, and they will be able to, and now, well, the rest of them TP out, but okay, James is just strong enough to deal with the disruptor and finish him off, and now, with the Dragon Form committed, we'll be able to push at this tier 2 a little bit.
Yeah, these guys are just reacting so well and completely taking over the place.
is under attack.
Reese's there, nothing to catch him out with,
Structures are
fortunately.
fortified.
The
Yeah, well-
Miracle at the top, and he can't really help people out right now. That's making things even worse.
Not even itemizing for it, he's just like last game, he was super greedy on a Naga, but Enigma, it's a hero where you have more options other than that. Right now, just finished up this Midas. 14 minutes in, not the worst timing in the world, but his team is already losing.
I mean, I think it's more of like Enigma being the hero that it is. Enigma is not really able to fight into this enemy team with what he currently has.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I think
attack.
he's trying to deal with it in the best way he can,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower has fallen.
They're trying to play the split push game, they're trying to play the farming game, giving up map control in exchange for just that extra bit of gold, that extra bit of time. That'll only work if they can defend high ground effectively. But in this
Well-
game, that's not even as easy as it was last game.
no, they're gonna need items to defend high ground this game. Ember needs a lot more than what he currently has. They just don't have the damage. And this Lifestealer and Dragon Knight both gonna run the enemies with like several thousand HP and walk into them with Magic Immunity and so much armor, and they're not gonna be able to kill them.
Well, actually, Infest inside the park, they did catch him inside with the blink across, so it's a bit of an issue for the park. The burst strike comes through, the static storm not quite enough to bring it down. Now the black hole though to follow up. They bring down the park and they also catch a lifesteal inside of it. Rage TP out, trying but not quite enough. That was a really good catch there for Moogle. Scouting out that blink, Paulus on the right position. Started off with that static storm and of course the follow-up black hole, and now they still have the Faceless Void available with the Chronosphere in case they needed a glimpse back. Well, that was on Lumic. He gets the burst strike across the kinetic field, so now... And he has a self coming, James with a DD rune. Cutting his way through the trees. He did see Chibix. Doesn't quite get the range for the stun though. Now, is Moogle really retreating from this? Well, they get the tower with the Eidolons and the catapults and everything, but yeah. Even after that win, they don't feel comfortable continuing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight has struck fear into their hearts, I'm sure. It's got double damage. I guess it's not really something they're willing to risk. They managed to take a team fight up here and get the puck and the lifestealer both. They've got a tower. Like, do you really want to risk taking a bad fight after you just recovered a little bit? I think at this point they're just trying to play it safe.
Radiant's top tower
Probably the right
is
call.
under attack.
Knowing that you have two of your big ultimates, or three of your big ultimates on cooldown even, with the Static Storm. Going back up now though. I have that combo available with the Chronosphere potentially. Black Hole of course, super long cooldown, not gonna be there for a while. They're still like committing most of the heroes on this side of the map. Like the movements just don't seem as crisp as Execration. Like look at them. Nando was pushing out mid, now he's farming the Ancients. Raging Potatoes down bottom. Working on the dual scepter, pushing out this lanes.
When you have so many more towers, you get a little bit more freedom to move, but at the same time, regardless of that, I feel like Execration is doing that much better. And there goes your busy travels.
No. Them's back. Once again, slightly missed time. Well, son.
Oh no.
We'll keep track of him though. Dafa has the follow-up silence available if he can get it off, but doesn't feel comfortable even chasing. No way of knowing whether the park was alone or not.
They've been a reasonable amount of time already. They still got the tier 1 bottom at tier 1 tower at bottom, sorry. So at that point they thought, alright, the enemies are running at us, we are going to die, it's time to get back.
Yeah.
We need to play smarter. We're losing this game, it's not what happened last game happened to us again.
You can't afford to keep giving up pick-off after pick-off like last game. Absolutely right.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
So they're playing it a little bit safer now, which can be good and bad. They're gonna miss out on a lot of really big advantages they could be getting, but
This Puck finish up the Yule Scepter, just playing around with the Ember Spirit, and James, well, has the Shadow Blade. He finds his stun out of the disrupt this. He brought Raging Potato back in.
Radiant's middle tower.
Quite what they wanted. But that'll be the only casualty. Chibik able to TP out. Meanwhile, Nando is just working away at the mid tower. He's going for Sanjin Yash instead of the Desolator.
Dire's
bit more of a fighting oriented style. Him too. But I guess as long as they have the Dragon Knight ult, they still have the tower push from that. But now Puck's silence, follow up with the change, but of course he has heals. Great extra utility to make absolutely sure that he doesn't die, and that's only be enough to finish off the tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What is with the double damage runes on James, by the way? Get another kill off of that. Lumic with the epicenter, that doesn't quite find the follow burst strike. Same time, showing off his own blink once again, but Shivix, he wants to fight. Comes through, Static Storm committed here as well on Sanking, but hey, ultimate from RR. Old man calling that. Easy decision to throw it out. Now Nando finishes up the disruptor, and now, well, Shivix and Baron are still fighting. They're getting that one kill in the support, but now they have to run away. They have to try and make it out. Nando does have a slow available blink burst strike onto the Ember Spur. Shivix is in a world of hurt. Triple kill for the Dragon Knight, all people. Exactly the easiest hero to do that with at all times, but at this point, he's super far ahead. He did have the DD rune going. That's them so much more momentum.
Yeah, well, tried to play it safe and they ended up losing so much anyway. It's pretty heartbreaking. Pause. Guess they're still having issues.
Yeah. It was a very bold decision to try and go in there.
Yeah, I guess they were built up some of their confidence because they took a couple of really good fights. They forgot that the enemy team is a lot stronger than they are, even regardless of the good fights that they took.
This one was much more spread out than the one on top, even that the one where they got the drop on the puck with the lights inside. I mean, this was way different. They got that Storm on one. It was the Sand King of, which is important hero to kill. Don't get me wrong, because of the constant blink burst strikes and whatnot. But if you only catch one inside the Static Storm in that combo, and the one is not the Oracle, then he'll just be able to throw out the false promises RR did in that fight, and well, then you're in a compromised position. Just use your ultimate. You can't get out if you're a disruptor, and the tables have turned in that team fight. It's as simple as that. Not enough that they find like mediocre fights like that. They need to find the perfect fights. Otherwise, the bleeding will just continue. Execration, once again, up to about 10k net growth lead at this point.
Yeah, and they don't really have an answer to split push to avoid fighting all these enemies. But the Execration won't really group up for these black holes or chronospheres on them, so... I mean, the Enigma black hole at the top lane was huge, but I really think, like, this Enigma pick is pretty... I don't want to say game-losing, but...
underwhelming at the very least. I mean,
a lot of heroes could be doing the same job, but a lot better. Or they could have somebody who's constantly threatening the enemies, or somebody who's going to be a great threat late game. Instead, they have more team fight.
it is worthy of respect, but it's not something that Execration cannot deal with. It's a very, like, as far as like heroes are concerned, it's rather easy to play around, I guess. Just in terms of positioning. Right, Moogle, they don't really have good ways like a vacuum to like plug them all together inside one area for all of these spells to really work out. Or work out easily, I should say. Lifesteal infested to the creep. Erosion horse, but it's been pinged out. So he'll reveal himself.
I was enjoying that.
Wondering if you would just sit passively inside the creep and then just try and pop out if someone tried to farm it.
Trapdoor spider.
Alright, next couple of items, BKB and a Dragon Knight. That'll help a little bit at the very least against the Disruptor. Not so much against the Black Hole and the Chronosphere, of course. They get caught out in that. A little bit of an issue. Barry at the very least does have the Mask of Manus, so a couple good bashes. There is some damage output coming out from him. Tybics though, well, he's still ways away from any sort of damage item as he opted to go for the Lincolns first.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of the same thing happen last game. This game, the Execration just took a bunch of... They just outperformed in the early game, eventually got more gold in the enemies, took more towers, they control most of the map, and then they just farm the map until they have a ridiculous net worth lead.
Yeah. Okay, that was just a bit of a kill. They did get the static sum now on Senking. No Oracle this time to bail him out. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade, and Raging Potato should be fine. He's a puck. Right? I mean, Space Shift, Blink, actually aggressively into it here. Now you'll stop.
Oh my!
Oh no, Barry with the Loader Sphere. Max level coil. They will be able to directly come down in the end. But damn, it's just a lot of hate. Maybe a bit of tilt also playing into it.
Miley says, is everybody makes mistakes, everybody has those days.
Yeah. Those days?
The Miss Chronosphere days.
Yeah. It was zoning Chrono. Preventing him from going for the orb.
Yeah, it's next level. I don't need to land a Chronosphere for my Chronosphere to have an effect on you. You're showing off.
Yeah. And I want to say a little bit of that was in Raging Potato as well. Going back in like that rather than trying to duck and weave through the trees with blinks and whatnot. Think an orb. He did see everyone there, right? It's not like he was just like, alright, it's just only one or two of them.
He's probably getting a little bit cheeky after having 2 games like this.
Yeah.
Happens for the best.
Evidently. Tier 3 tower now being sieged away at by the Dragon Knight as well as Nando. Doesn't quite have the Desolator, but it's getting close, and in the meantime the casual Blightstone will do. Tribix. Oh god, that's a bit of an issue here. He's just gonna straight up die to this, just walking in. Does have the buyback available if he needs it. Nando, okay, caught on Black Hole. He does have the Aegis. Dragon Knight doesn't have that same luxury. Nando still alive here, also with the with the ultimate from the Oracle keeping him alive. Right clicks are there. Park almost dying just to the bashes, but he does get a couple of spells off. Will be able to keep himself alive now. Nando finally bringing that Aegis with the Rage. Still alive against some of this lockdown now, turning this around on Barry Lumic with another burst strike. A couple of seconds here, but the damage is enough anyway. Up against the Faceless Void, couldn't get enough time lock off. All down to Chibix, but he's going in heavily. It's a dieback on him. Double kill for RR as Oracle snacks that extra kill.
Oh
This
my.
Execration throwing their net worth, throwing their advantage, their items, their Aegis at the high ground, forcing a buyback and getting that kill. Okay. Lifesteal. He really wanted a Desolator, and he got it. Almost paid the price, but now he can just shoot through his towers more efficiently. Good dim spec though on the puck. But it's a puck still. He can blink out, he can do things. And they have nothing left to scout him out with. What a series of events. Execration was running right at Moogle and winning.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that there, but I want to bring up what happened in the team fight at top. Did you see what that Lifestealer did?
Wait.
I'm not sure if it worked or it was just a coincidence, but when the False Promise was expiring, he hopped in a creep and it did not kill him.
Nice.
Yeah. I wasn't aware that it worked that way. It's, if that is how it works, it's a pretty neat bug.
Yeah. It's not a bug, maybe it's just intended.
A feature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I never considered. Oh god, Barry. Time walks up to the high ground right into Nando, who's very, very strong at this point, just straight up gets the solo kill. Oh no. Absolute disaster. Disrupt the dice to Lumic. Pretty much solo as well. Raging Potato. Also joining that particular party. Oh.
Execration just so much better at controlling the map than these enemy heroes. Or these, than the Radiant here.
You just look at the network distribution. All 3 cores, like, at least 4k ahead of the highest farming hero on the side of Moogle, and which is Enigma, who has a BKB and a black hole, like, once every 2 or 3 minutes. And not if he's dead, of course. He has to buy back here in 20 seconds till the black hole. The rest of the team coming back in a couple of seconds as well. They will have a high ground defense. But this might be the last straw if Execration will get another couple of kills. APAC really hurt them, especially the one on Shibix earlier more so. Because he's still no closer to Lincolns than he was when we last talked about it.
Yeah, we've got no damage. He's just trying to build his Lincolns on him. We got no Blink Dagger on Enigma. No Manto Defusal on the Faceless Void. They're just not doing anything anymore.
Well, I don't want to call it too early, but it seems like it's just a matter of time until Execration round it out. And if they want to play it safe, they can just wait for the next rush. Get the next couple of items, which... like a Basher, I guess, and a Lifestealer. PC and Dragon Knight queued up. Anything else that you'd be looking for?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Is there any other item that you'd be looking for if you're Execration? Before you go high ground again?
Not really. Just being able to probably burst down either the Enigma or Faceless Void initially. Dagon on Puck is a pretty good start.
Yeah. Looked up on a Dragon Knight showing. Could be big here. This could just be the end, but smoke up from the other team came through as well. Chronosphere looking for the right place here to put it, and there it is. Black Hole into the Static Storm to catch both of these. Lifesteal inside, just not hopping out. Dodging a lot of damage. Ready Potato is even still alive. Will not be able... will be able to get himself out of there. Even James cleaning out on the back together with the Puck now coming through, following with the Silence and the Coil on the Faceless Void, and... this is Execration just being way too strong. 3% health. That's all you need, man. All you need. As long as you have one health point available, you can still make plays in Raging Potato. Definitely have to do
that guy
that.
was definitely being cheeky earlier when he was running at them bottom. That is a cheeky player.
Yeah. Well, game 2 turned out pretty similar to game number 1. Execration just straight up outplaying Moogle in the laning stage. And snowballing off of that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching game 1 though, so.
Yeah. It was some fun total to watch, but Moogle, they definitely have some things to work out. Just some individual plays. And also it goes back to the draft a little bit. It's, in my opinion, because that's a very hard draft to really execute. Because it's so ultimate reliant, especially with the Enigma. You have an Ember Spirit who, and the Faceless Void, both of whom they need a lot of space and a lot of farm to get to the items that they need, but put all the pressure on the Night Stalker to deliver that space to them. Way too hard.
Yeah, can't be done. Not enough damage. Definitely, I really think they should have picked a hero other than Enigma there. They needed somebody else to be doing damage in the early game. Or damage and being able to fight with the enemies constantly regardless. And Enigma just sort of had to stay away from them for a while. It really brought them down.
That's a very quick series, 2 half-hour games or so. That means our next game will be in 1 hour. Happy Feet versus Young Minds coming up next. I will take the stream offline in the meantime because there's really no reason for me to play you guys some random music for an hour. But do tune back then. Meantime, Neff, any last words about the series?
Nope. The expected team won. Was the odds on a lot of sites is like 70% chance for that team to win. So
if not
nothing.
More than that, yeah.
That's nothing that surprising. TI winners, right?
Yeah, attendees. Winners?
Yeah,
maybe.
Winners.
I mean, Execration, there are qualifier teams, so statistically qualifier teams have been, at least one qualifier team, has been doing extremely well in the past couple of TIs, so.
Yeah.
Perhaps a team to look out for. But of course, competition is great this year. I'm so looking forward to TI, man. Don't even know.
Yeah, even North American regionals with Bloodbath.
North America was stacked this time around.
Yeah.
Of course, it's only because they had a European team playing. So.
I think I was looking at the stats for that today. There's 4 Americans and 4 Canadians going to TI, and that's it. That's something.
Well, there's only one German, I think. Euro?
Really.
Kazu as well.
Hmm.
Check that out right now. Player cards.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I need
That's
to know.
how-
I need to know.
That's how you're gonna get your information, though?
Euro's German. And yeah, just the two of them.
Huh? Anyway, thanks for having me here, Drag and Drop.
Yeah.
Cast was fun.
Thanks for joining, man. You guys, if you've enjoyed the cast, you can follow us on Twitter. My name is dragondrop at dragondropdota. Also co-caster at nephsensei.
Yeah, haven't used Twitter in years, but sure.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out these shoutouts every single time anyway. So, but yeah. In the meantime, as I said, we're gonna have another game coming up in about an hour. Happy Feet versus Young Minds. Do tune back in then. I'll take the stream offline in the meantime. So, see you then.
Bye, everyone.